Well, it looks like we are about to start.
No.
Interesting, isn't it? When one gets the urge to do horror art. Alright, let's get back to reality here.
Okay, everybody. We're going to start drawing something here. I don't know what it is just yet. I usually just kind of wing it when I do these horror art streams. See what I can come up with. Let me know if you guys can hear me all good. Let's start with, I think we're going to do a close-up shot. Well, actually, I did a close-up shot last time, so this one will be a little bit further away. I'll start it off a little bigger, and then I'll shrink it down, and I'll start working on the body as well. So let's get the head here, and get kind of like a basic design. I'm thinking like elongated sort of face. Right. So this is all just going to be my basic rough sketches here. That's why I'm using red. Figure the ears might probably be around here. Okay, so it's about half. Alright, now I'm going to choose a different color. I'm using all these like reds and blues right now just because they're dominant colors. They're going to stand out for me, so I'll be able to see exactly where to work when I do my line work on there. It's a little different than when you're working with pencil, right? I mean, you have these options, which is kind of nice. It's funny. Just started looking like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z right now. So we're going to change that. It'll change over time. I just gotta see kind of where the face is going first, and then I can change it from there. But I do want this elongated face, so this mouth will actually be more open. Right? This part will be more filled in. So what's going on, Lorna? How are you? Yeah, I know I have some rough lines going on here, but then again, this is just the rough work first, so. And now to decide if this person is going to be bald. First of all, is this going to be a demon, or is this a zombie, or is this, what is this? A ghost? Is he alive? Okay, yeah. Some questions. Okay, so this can be altered tremendously. So it's just a basic face open right now. Really go anywhere with this, right? Anywhere with this. For example, choose another color. Get a layer over top. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, I was going to. I wanted to stay in Air's live there, her premiere, but we knew that we couldn't spoil the reaction or anything there, so. And we actually haven't had the chance to watch it just yet. Unfortunately, the headphones that we use to do our reactions, which are these ones, only one of them is working right now, so we were going to record that earlier and just didn't get a chance to do it right. So I'm still waiting to watch her newest video there. But I saw she got, I think it was 10,000 views in 24 hours. That's awesome. She does so good. She deserves it. Her content, she works so hard for it. So I've got something in mind for these eyes, and I'm really thinking I might do it. I might steer away sort of from these. There's a lot of drawings where you see the eyebrows are like this, no eyebrows really, right? And I don't want there to be eyebrows, but I don't want it to be as noticeable, right? So I think this is going to be something. I have something in mind with these red eyes, just these little, just pupils. It's really all you're going to see from that. Right? I don't think you're really going to see much from this nose. Oh, hold on a second. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, you guys can't see anything right now, huh? Wonder what's going on here. Hold on a second. Something seems to be in the way. Oh, you guys couldn't even see what I was drawing there the entire time, huh? Thanks for saying something there, Mike. Yeah, so as you guys can see here, I'm just sort of drawing away some random little sketch here. And I can really go anywhere with this, right? Hey, you even got Ryan in here too. Yes. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to have much of a nose here. I see a lot of dark shadows going on this character right here. Because I really want these eyes to be prevalent. That's the way I'm sort of seeing it. With this elongated mouth open up. The nose, I'm sort of in debate about. I mean, I could actually do it sort of like pumpkin style, right? Just have it like that. That's funny. Yeah, I could turn that into Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z so easily. Dragon Ball Z horror stream. I should have done that actually for Halloween. That would have been fun. Drawing Raditz and Rizuna out in Halloween style. Okay, so let's see. I want to make this thing work. Let me just look at this for a second here. It does have a bit of an evil look for sure. Okay. Actually, I have multiple different ideas in my head for this too. What do you guys think? What do you guys think I should turn this person into? Like, what do you see for it? If you guys were the ones creating this, and this was just something that you have to work on, this is not even going to be shown at all in the end, right? What do you see with this? Where do you see this thing going? And I'm doing pretty good there, Ryan. I'm doing all right, surviving, trying to. Got my coffee at least. One of our tarantulas there, she had a molt not long ago. Actually, I'll show you guys. It's pretty crazy. The size difference from her last molt is insane. And she's so big now. She's not Little Iris anymore. We can't call her Little Iris. I don't. Now it's just Iris. Iris. Okay, so this is just a shedding of hers. This was her last one. It's pretty decent size. I mean, for spider, obviously that's pretty big, right? You wouldn't want to see a spider that big crawling up on you. Tarantula, it's tiny, right? Tiny tarantula. She's definitely getting a lot bigger, though. That's for sure. But for size difference, I mean, here's an example. Here's Eula's molt. Right? This was her last one. Sorry, a little shaky with it, guys. Because it is really delicate. I don't want it to crumble apart. Yeah, I know they're pretty neat to keep actually, because you can see the progression. And with you was it Iris's? Yeah, the one that she had before that one. Oh my gosh, it is so tiny in comparison, right? It's so tiny. All right, let's get back to our duder here. So, if I'm gonna decide this nose here. I think actually I'm going to do something more like this. This might be kind of interesting. And to be able to, if you guys want to be able to see a little bit easier, plus it would also help me. I'll go over here, lower these down. So now I can see my line work a lot easier here. Uh-oh, did I actually misspell his name for my video? I hope not. I'll have to go back and check. Yeah, that was for a really awesome channel that we're doing reaction videos for now too. Bizarre Bazaar. If you guys haven't ever heard of that before. Just like Death Row Executions, we started to kind of binge watch that. It was right up our alley. And I think Air would actually even enjoy his channel there. Mike is really cool from Bizarre Bazaar. What he'll do is these pen pals with murderers. The whole one with Richard Ramirez, obviously Richard Ramirez is dead, right? So if you guys have seen his video or have seen our reaction to it, you'll see that it was somebody who reached out to Mike that had actually done written letters to Richard Ramirez when he was in jail. So it's pretty interesting. Crazy to hear what some of the responses are. And you know, Death Row Executions and Bizarre Bazaar actually can go sort of hand in hand with each other in sense of their content, because Mike could definitely talk to people who were on death row, right? Be interesting what Air would actually get Mike to ask some of these people. Now I'm kind of curious about that. Oh, I'm just drunk. Just a random character here. I'm actually not even totally sure. This is just sort of a random. I don't even know if it's going to be a demon yet, or if it's just a character. I think it's more. It looks more like a demon to me. This does not look not demonic. I'll crisp up some of this line work here too. Just fix fix that eye over here. I did notice a big difference with it. So yeah, this line work will get finished after. I just want to be able to match everything up, get everything sort of established. Some stuff you can even just fix with lighting. Okay. Plus, it's so different to draw on a digital drawing pad than it is to draw on paper. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It does. Should have the hand with the tattoo up there. I'm almost. I don't know. Should I do? See, if I were to do a smile on this guy, that sort of changes. I mean, I could have the smile droop all the way down. He could still have elongated face. It'd be really weird. Sort of clownish, actually. I mean, you know what? I could turn this into a clown. I got so many different ideas that I can go with it, and that's what I like about doing the random drawings, is that you can go anywhere with it. I don't know what I'm gonna come up with. What's the ending result? I have no idea. So if you guys have any ideas, toss them towards me. Should we turn this guy into a creepy clown, or should he be just a creepy demon, something that you would not want to see coming out of your closet? Not that you would want to see a clown coming out of your closet as well, but because yeah, if I do a clown, I'll definitely change it up. Pumpkinhead him. he, hmm. That's actually really interesting. Because Pumpkinhead has a lot of human-like features. Hmm. No clown. Lauren is like, no clown or I'm out of the stream. Okay. I kind of like that idea, that Pumpkinhead idea. So you know what I should do, actually? What do you guys think about this? Let me just get another layer here. Ooh, and something else I'm going to have to do, too, is make sure I save this. I'll save this one as, I'll just call it random. Or art live. Always got to make sure you save this stuff. It sucks when it crashes on you randomly. I'm just going to get another layer here. Okay, so if we're doing sort of a somewhat of a pumpkin head kind of look with it, let's see here. I think maybe about this area here, right where it's all green, right, all this area right here can actually sort of come out like almost like a snow would, you know what I mean, sort of like this. So the face comes down in regular profile. The nose obviously is kind of more down like this. It doesn't bump up like this, so it's a little different. But if I have it do sort of a snout thing on there, that would really takes away some of the human aspect of it, and adds it into a bit more of a creature sort of look too, right? Which is really what Pumpkinhead is. Richard Pumpkinhead Ramirez. Well, that is... Ooh. think I may have to Photoshop that now. So at some point, take a picture of Pumpkinhead from the movie, get a picture of Richard Ramirez, and do a little Photoshop edit there. Might not come out to be the prettiest looking thing though now, huh? So I'm doing this. Take that down here. Put opacity down. Go back up there. So I'll start removing these lines a little bit. You'll see why. Because the face is going to be extended out like this. These lines need to also be extended out, not like that. Yeah, kind of like this. Oops. This is a whole other ballpark drawing on this thing. Okay, so you see what kind of a difference that made. It already set me up now for having that wider face over here. And I can even take the mouth about okay, so I think what I'm going to do with this mouth is I will actually establish where it is by taking another color. Take this red. Just want to see where the whereabouts of it's going to be. It's turning into a creepy smile. That red does make it like a Joker smile, doesn't it? That face is still puffed out like this. Well, that is kind of weird looking. I kind of like it though. Then again, if I even, you know what? Hold on a second. Back. Take out this. Let me know what it would look like if I were to take that smile. It's not necessarily a smile. And just kind of keep bringing it along, right? So as if it keeps that snout that comes out like this, then it just sort of keeps coming along, right? What's going on, T-Crack? Yes! Look at this weird stuff. So I could even have the teeth kind of come in like this. I mean, we can totally steer right away from this if this is not looking okay for it. Because our original design that we had did not even have that in there at all, did it? It was more like this, right? So if we extend this face out, this is sort of what we're kind of going for. So, I don't know. Yes or no? Yes or no? What do you think? Because it can go anywhere at this moment. Hey, right on there, D-Crack. What do you think? What do you think about this? I'm trying to decide if I should have this guy's face kind of come out in a snout like this. You know what I mean? It really takes away a lot of the human aspects about it, right? And that would be more like this. So I can go with elongated sort of mouth. You know what I mean? A screaming, elongated kind of mouth. But if I do it like this, I mean, it adds a total different kind of aspect. You know what he almost looks like? He almost looks like Baraka from Mortal Kombat, doesn't he? Yeah, it does. If I put the pointy ears on him right there, it'll look almost exactly like Baraka. Great Mortal Kombat characters, and I didn't even realize it, guys. Some heavy stuff there, I guess. Go figure that. I didn't think that it would actually end up. Does he make a jawline wider? Hmm. Yeah, let's see what that would actually look like if the jawline went wider. Hmm. Now, you know what would be interesting? If I actually took this mouth and redesigned it, maybe, because it doesn't have to be so wide like this either, right? It doesn't have to be kind of like a dog mouth or something, right? We can do it more. We could still have the elongated screaming mouth, actually. Maybe out like this and down would actually be even creepy looking. That might be actually terrifying looking. And, coming up with these random little designs too is also going to help out with my little comic book that I have going on, which I will be getting back to. There's been, I know people are wondering, some of them are wondering what comic book you're talking about, but it's Dark World. If you guys have no idea what it is and you guys are new here, Dark World was a project that was being worked on there for a couple months, and it slowed down just due to some personal reasons and whatnot. But it is coming back with its part 3. In fact, I was working on that a little tiny bit this morning. And D-Crack, who is in the chat here, he's actually part of it too. And the next part that is coming out, his character is highly involved, and he's playing a bad guy. Not just a bad guy, actually, more like a monster. And if you guys see the content that's involved in it, though, I think you guys would kind of understand what I mean by monster. Not necessarily something like this. Be a regular human being that just does horrible stuff. Dark World is sort of the off one in the whole series. He's a supernatural being. There is going to be some other supernatural stuff added in there, though, for sure. Just got to touch base on that a little bit. I think I have a perfect way of showing it, too, and I have it in my storyboard. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere kind of creepy. I mean, look at that. This jaw, maybe we could fix that up a little tiny bit. We'll definitely have that fixed up for the proper line work here. Bottom eyes. So yeah, I definitely want this one to be, ooh. Take those actual line work here so we can just work on the rough line work. But yeah, this design here may actually end up becoming something for Dark World down in the future, though. That'd be really cool. I'd really like to take some of this stuff that I've done on here and some of it I might need to rework a little bit so I can, but some of it maybe not. I've noticed some of the designs that have come out in here are kind of cool. There's one that I did a couple weeks ago, and Nicole from Through the Veil Paranormal by the way. You guys should definitely go check her out. She's awesome, awesome, awesome. She had come in and she even named the demon that I created there, which was really cool. Zeke. This guy needs to have some of those saggy eyes, though, too. Here. Oh, yeah. Needs to have black under the eyes. I almost feel like this guy needs like a. He looks like he could. I don't know. I think facial hair would be okay on him. I mean, they have a beard, right? Sort of like this. Actually, the facial hair doesn't look that bad on him, to be honest. Could probably work. Yeah, I think I like the beard too, to be honest. It actually kind of works with it. I don't know why. I thought that was just going to be something random to check out and been like, I don't know. But sure enough, the beard seems to suit him. It seems to suit the guy. Hmm. That's interesting. And pupils around here. Unless I don't go with pupils. You know, they're kind of creepy. As if there was no pupils at all. Ooh. Is there still? Oh, I think that's yeah. It's kind of creepy looking. I kind of like it. So yeah, this can actually be worked out really well. Let's see. So definitely want to fix up eyes a little bit. Hope everybody's doing well, by the way. I like that idea about the eyes kind of going down a little bit. It's a good suggestion. See if I can smooth that out a little bit. It's sort of funny when it's right here. I actually see like a smile on the guy instead. You know what I mean? I see right here, and this is where the beard is, right? And then when you pull it away, And you can see obviously the open mouth, right? Craven. You know what I should do sometime? Actually, this is what I should have done for Halloween. At least at some point in October. Should have done an art stream drawing Freddy Krueger and Pinhead. That would have been kind of fun. Although, mind you, I will be, may as well say this now, little spoiler alert, but next week or two, we will be having a video release that's going to see who wants to come in on this, basically, right? And alert people of it, get people excited for it. We are going to be making a full-out cartoon with me and Jen doing a paranormal investigation. Think of Scooby-Doo, so it'll be very funny, right? But with me and Jen, right? We're gonna have Nicole from Through the Veil Paranormal. She'll be in it too. We'll have a whole bunch of other YouTubers that we want to feature as well throughout it. I think that'll be really fun to do, and we have to think, a script exactly how we want to plan it all out. We want it to be for Halloween next year, though, so we got a full year to work on it, which is really cool. Really playing it safe, I think, at that point, right? Especially with all the other projects going on, I think that's just going to be such a fun idea, and it's something for all of us to kind of look forward to. Halloween, go to the Sinister page, let's go see the funny cartoon, you know what I mean? It'll be something that we worked on in here, so it'll be something that we will be extremely happy to bring out and worked so hard on, and with so many other people too. So it'll just be sort of a fun cross-promotional kind of project to work on. And plus, who doesn't want to see themselves animated? I'm sure I'll probably somehow ask Air from Death for Executions if she wants to have a little feature on there somewhere. Because to have all these different YouTubers get random little features throughout it, it'll be great. You know what I mean? Just random little run-ins with them. Could be while we're exploring, we think there's a ghost, and we run into D-Crack or something. You know what I mean? And he's metal detecting, right? I mean, you could do so many funny, silly little things. Yeah, I know I got all these different ideas in my head there, but I think once we actually sit down and I'll start talking about it, the main people who are going to be involved, then we'll actually start writing out a script for it and storyboard and all that. It'll be really fun. And plus, it'll also be good to work on it if there's ever any kind of moments where we're sort of slowing down for anything. Because I know during this season, it's the banding haunted locations are going to be sort of far few in between, just because of the weather. And I think that's sort of understandable for a lot of people too, right? We live right out in the country, so the weather gets really, really bad here too, for snow. And I think that'll be sort of a great way to pass some time while also working on the other projects that we have, the other projects like Dark World and the Dragon Ball projects that we work on and everything, so. We also got to think about how long it's going to be. Are we going to do a full movie, like an hour and a half? Is it going to be, a half an hour, 20 minutes? That's sort of all up in the air right now. But I figured I'd kind of give you guys a little bit of a heads up for who's in here and hanging out. And by God, am I ever excited for that. I think that's going to be so fun to do. And just fun to watch too, So again, for anyone who will be in it, they'll actually get to see themselves fully animated, right? And we'll try to make sure that the animation is also right up to par. It looks really good. Sorry, I sort of saw somebody that I know a while back in the face there. I think Mike knows exactly who I'm talking about. Mike Hughes in here. I'd have to draw the beard a little different, but it could actually look a lot like him. Oh. Hey, what's going on, guys? You got Elliot in here. You even got Coco back. Yeah, guys, the Kakarot Gaming, that is Coco. He's been showing a lot of our paranormal videos in his live streams, which is really awesome. So if you guys would like to go over there and show some support, he's really good for having conversations and stuff. Not one of those tubers that will ignore you. Let me just see what this line work is starting to look like right now. Put everything in there. Take all that out of there. Look at that. Oh boy. One thing I never know what I'm going to create. I kind of like that look right here though. How it sort of melts over like this. Extends out. Sort of weird, you know what I mean? I appreciate that, brother. My art style, all over the place. I guess it's kind of hard to say. I mean, I've been asked this question so many times, and it's always the same thing for me. I don't really know how I can describe it. I love doing a lot of comic book style stuff, right? Dark World is the project that I really focus on a lot for the dark art, right? So you can tell that I grew up watching Spawn and reading Spawn, right? A lot of the Dark Horse comics and stuff were right up my alley. Hell, I even like the Batman, you know what I mean? Batman's a badass, of course. So yeah, the whole vigilante business there, these DC Marvel comics. I mean, Marvel's always been sort of up in the air with me of certain things. I do like my Marvel, but it's not as, I should say, sinister all the time as the stuff that I kind of go after, right? And Dark World is, a lot of it's sort of based on a lot of reality, but just with a supernatural aspect put in there of dark energy that's been collected up over years and years and years from mankind. I mean, we all know how messed up mankind is and how evil it is. So I had this idea that what if all this energy was collected up somewhere and Mother Nature had a bigger plan in mind, right? If humans got a little too far out of control. And so all this energy ends up finding a host within a human being, and it takes its revenge upon those who created it, right? So in other words, people, malicious people, right? People who have horrible intent. Dark web would basically be a playing ground for dark well, you know what I mean? And it'll know the difference as well between going after somebody who is in serious need of help opposed to, let's say, a couple having an argument, you know what I mean? And that argument might consist of a screaming match or something, but in the end they're going to make up or whatever. Dark World won't go after them. It'll subconsciously sort of know, and it'll go to the person that really actually needs the help, right? But yeah, my art style is really kind of derived more into comic book style, I should say. Even though I do anime, it's not the one thing I always kind of chase after all the time, right? And I don't know what it is. I do find that so many people started doing anime when I was growing up. And I don't know if that turned me off from it for a while or not. But I kind of got out of it for quite some time. And then, you know, Dragon Ball always kind of comes back in my life, right? So I ended up trying to relive my childhood a little bit more again. So it always holds a special spot in my heart. There's still some other animes out there that I've seen and whatever and admire, you know, but I don't know. This style for me has been done so much. I feel that I can't really make my own mark in it. I could try as much as I want, as much as I enjoy the style of it. I think it looks great, but I don't know if I can necessarily make my own mark in it. Like if I don't see Dark World being done in like a Japanese style animation. I see it done either live action or done in like a gritty comic book style. You know what I mean? That's pretty much how I see it. Oh, God, I'm sorry there, Elliot. Yeah, it sucks when you lose an animal, man. I remember when I was younger and when my hamster that I had passed away, that was actually hard on me. Freaking hamster, man. Yeah, you get attached. That's the thing. And some people was like, dude, it's just a hamster, man. Like, calm down and just go get another one. I was like, no, you don't understand. I made this thing a maze, you know. This thing was great. Like, yeah, well, you complained all the time about it keeping you up at night. I was like, yeah, but that's not the point. Now I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss him just running around on his wheel and then randomly stopping to stare at me for no reason at all. Yeah, his name was River. Such a funny little guy. Oh god, you know what? Ugh. This looks like... Does that not look like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface sort of deal thing going on right now? That's what it looks like without all that other work in there. That's what it looks like right now. I mean, I could actually take all this right here and have that just be like dangling. Oh my god, that's disgusting. But I could have it be dangling flesh, and then I could have these all like stitched up and everything. Oh god, I could actually turn that into Leatherface pretty easily. Hey, what's going on, Paranormal Underworld, Jax? I'm apparently losing my mind here. Apparently now I'm drawing Leatherface, and I didn't even realize it. This was supposed to be somebody. Actually, well, I don't even know what it was supposed to be. I had a whole bunch of different ideas there at first, right? And from here, we decided on a beard, some screaming demon-looking guy. And now that I'm doing more line work, it's if you take all this out of there, all I can see now is Leatherface. That's what I see. That's still creepy as hell. Oops, I think I had the death row executions. Yeah, I do too. That's so funny. I had this set up here from I was gonna do that reaction earlier. That's right. Yeah, and that reaction didn't work out. Like I was telling Lauren earlier that the headphones that we use, one of them broke, so we're gonna have to go and get ourselves some new headphones tomorrow to do some new reactions. Because I've been wanting to watch the one with Death Row Executions that they brought out the other day. Guys, it's like 10,000 views in 24 hours. Her content air from Death Row Execution is so good. She's so good. Definitely go check out her content there. There's a reason why me and Jeno had to reach out and say, please react to your videos. And luckily she said yeah, she was all down for it. So apparently we get a shout out in this video. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been holding myself back from watching it. Wait, what's this? He looks a bit like Jeepers Creepers. He does actually somewhat. Seeing a little bit of a morph between Leatherface and Jeepers Creepers. No, I don't know what we are creating. I know it's ugly. I know it ain't pretty. We ain't here to create pretty stuff. We're here to create the scary, the creepy, and the unnatural. You know what we should do first? We gotta save this guy because we don't want this thing to crash. Alright there. I think we're gonna continue. You know what? I need to know. Before I actually continue this, what do you think? Should I continue? Should I draw the rest of this mouth out here? Should I have him look how he looks in red? Should this be a screaming face? Or should we eliminate that? This, and should we actually go with a Leatherface look? Should we go with like a, oh my god. Hold on a second. God, now I'm getting excited. This is what happens when I start getting ideas in my head. Should we do like the skin drooping down like this? You know what I mean? And then we can have a face underneath here too. You know what I mean? Oh. God, what is wrong with me? What am I creating? Ugh. And you can even have some funny hair. Look. We can give him a cool hairdo. Actually, maybe we'll give him some Goku hair for now. That's it, it's not established. Oh yeah. Just before we really choose what this person's going to look like, we're going to add a little bit of a funny Dragon Ball Z-esque onto it there. So you guys think I should just go with the face going down, or do you guys think I should go with this idea here? Not with the hair, not with the Goku hair, but yeah, I think he'll be bald too for sure. I don't think I'll be putting any hair on this guy, unless of course it calls for it in the end, right? Maybe there'll be some sort of hairdo that sort of fits him. Could be like, you know, if he, since he sort of has a rotten look to him, right? His hair could be sort of rotten, just a little bit of hair maybe like long strands in the back or something, you know what I mean? That'd be sort of a creepy look. Leather sagging. Oh, that's sort of funny. I'm gonna tell you guys a little something here. Maybe I should release it sometime. I gotta take it back up. It's on my Facebook there. I made a comic book back in high school, and unfortunately I never made the part 2 for it. I should have done it. I really should have done it. Maybe I should bring it back. It was the Christmas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah. It's as silly as it sounds. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's probably a waste of time, but it might also be the best time that you spend reading a little funny comic book. Think of Leatherface writing a letter off to Santa because he wants, was it a new chainsaw or something, right? I don't know, he needs a new weapon or something, right? And when Santa reads the letter, Santa's getting back on the bottle at this point. And Mrs. Claus ain't too happy about it. I remember he keeps drinking back Fireball, or Fireball after Fireball after Fireball, and then Miss Claus comes in and starts yelling at him. And what's the blonde kid's name from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? I forget what that kid's name is. The blonde hair kid. I know he's in the story too. I can't remember what his name is, but he's in it too. And basically, Santa goes off, starts delivering all these presents, and he's all drunk, he's all pissed off and everything, and all the elves are worried about Christmas. And Santa goes to Leatherface's house, and it's a really funny scene I remember drawing out, where Santa comes down into the chimney, and if you guys remember from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when you see Leatherface poking his eye out through the walls, right? So I have a scene like that where Leatherface is looking out through the walls and he sees Santa and he's waiting just to see, he better bring that present. He better bring it or else, right? Because when he sees that Santa brings out a whole bunch of coal for him, right? And then leaves an empty bottle of booze into his stocking. Santa hears a chainsaw start roaring. and basically, oh god. Santa gets killed. Leatherface ends up wearing Santa's face and starts going on a sleigh to bring havoc to everybody. Yeah, I thought of that when I was a teenager. Maybe I should actually redo it sometime, huh? What do you guys think? Oh yeah, you like the droopy skin on there? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's kind of creepy looking too, like this, right? I kind of like that idea. It is very Leatherface-like, right? But that is okay. There was no set picture what we were going to do here. It was just all up in the air. So I think I may actually end up going with sort of that kind of idea there. I think that's a good idea. Obviously, there's going to be no hair, no Dragon Ball Z hair. Especially no Dragon Ball Z hair. Oops, don't want to erase that line work there. I want to erase this. Increase that size. Okay. So yeah, we'll definitely start working on this part here. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I am getting low. So if you guys are getting low on your coffee or your whatever you're drinking, I think it's time to go and re-up, because that's what this guy's gonna go and do quickly. So if you guys give me about 5 minutes to make a pot of coffee, I will be right back. Let me just get this music up here for you. Let me jump into here. I will turn the mic off for now. So give you 5 minutes. Okay, I think we're back. Let's see if I can get that mic up a little bit more there. There we go. Okay, so let's get back to the Earth. I'm gonna keep that BRB layer there, just in case I need to BRB to grab my coffee, which is brewing. Alright, let's get back to the shhpooky art. Yeah, we did that poll there, so I don't know if you guys have voted yet or not, but it's to where you guys want us to go next, right? There's a couple of options. We put 3 up there, right? One being Boyd Cemetery, and Boyd Cemetery is where everything started. This is where the whole Bob came from. If you guys don't know who Bob is, Bob has been following us quite some time now, ever since we visited Boyd Cemetery, really. And we visited Boyd Cemetery out of curiosity because we kept on driving by it all the time and thought to ourselves, I mean, that's a spooky looking cemetery, look how old those graves are. And I randomly went out there one day, did a spirit box session, right next to a grave that said Ernest, and did a spirit box session when I came home. And this is all on footage there. And the name was Ernest that came through, and it's such a clear EVP, and I kind of thought, you know, I gotta try to throw it up on YouTube at that point. The second option that we have on there is for the first farmhouse that we went to, and that is the farmhouse that has the trailer. It also has that creepy freezer that we opened up. Still not sure what that was in there, that red stuff. I mean, I just hope that's old meat, you know, old leftover meat, and not body. We still have the barn to check out there, remember, and that's where we also had heard the weird sounds coming from outside because I locked my keys in my car. So we were hanging outside there, and this cow, you guys have probably seen the video, you can hear this cow just getting torn apart. I mean, literally just getting completely torn apart there. It was scary. Just say that. No, that was not okay. The bear growls, and I swear, I wish I had this on camera. I think I have like a small little snippet of it. I gotta look through my footage too, but I was slow in getting my camera on for it. Fortunately, it was nuts. Though it was completely nuts. I swear it sounded like Chewbacca. Well, not totally like Chewbacca. Not a sound, right? It was exactly like you would imagine a Bigfoot sounding. I couldn't believe it, and it was so fucking close to us, guys. It was so fucking close to us. We were petrified. I mean, all we had on us were knives. Right? We live in Canada, eh? Ah. So we don't have the same gun licenses that other countries do, right? And that was really scary. Especially hearing some of these big footsteps starting to come closer at one point there. And me and Jeno and King, our buddy that we were with, we all ducked down. We were all freaked out. Like, we were literally legit freaked out. We were thinking, oh my god, are we going to have to deal with a bear right now? It's like, you go inside this abandoned, creepy house, you know, you're thinking, okay, First of all, squatters. There are squatters living here, right? And you don't want to run into anybody, you know what I mean? Second of all, the ghost. The ghost, right? And then And then you also got to realize that there could be animals too, right? So is this place infested with rats for one? Two, uh, does it have other kind of wildlife in there, like birds or something? You know what I mean? I mean, my God, is there hawks living in this place, right? But the scariest thing, though, is being aware of the wildlife that's in the surrounding area. And when you hear that wildlife close by, it's like, oh my gosh, there's no way. There's no way that I'm hearing a bear. I'm hearing a freaking bear. That's a bear growl, you know? Or what the weird growling noise that we heard, that one that sounded like Bigfoot, right? Now, I've tried to listen in what Wendigos listen to because we live on the native ground here, right? And we've had the Wendigo come through the spirit box numerous times, which is totally scary. And Wendigo is something that I never even thought about at all when I moved down here. It was not on my mind at all, right? Even when me and Jen went to the Spirit Rock, we never thought anything Wendigo until it came through the spirit box. And then, we look at each other and go, oh my God, there's no way. There's no way. And, Jen has a lot of native in her too, right? So I don't know if there's some sort of connection that she has with the grounds, maybe with her ancestors in a way. And maybe that's something that's kind of worth looking into as well. Yeah, we've had some pretty creepy experiences going out and doing this stuff. It's been a hell of a time though, that's for sure. Kind of don't want this one to be symmetrical to the other one, to be honest. Don't want it to be symmetrical. It's flesh, torn flesh here, so we can do whatever we want with it. And even this piece here, I kind of want to separate that a little bit. So let's do it like this. Let's go. Alright. I like it. Oh, you're gonna go? Okay. Have a good night, Lorna. Thank you for coming in too. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Oh, this face is just becoming more and more haunting. Especially when you start thinking about that being torn off human flesh. That's not okay. That's not okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, and guys, I'll be also doing a Children of the Corn video. I know I don't do film reviews or anything, right, on here, but I will be doing a little video for the new Children of the Corn movie that is going to be coming out. I'm just kind of waiting for them to drop that trailer for it first, and then I'll start talking about it. I want to be able to direct people to what the story is actually about and get them to understand that this is not a remake of the original movie that had come out, right? That this is actually a readaptation. They went right back to the actual short story, so I don't want people to think that, oh look, they gender swapped Isaac and Malachi, because they didn't. right? It's not Isaac and Malachi there at all, actually. So people need to kind of understand that. And I don't know how many people on the internet are going to be saying that. So me being the fan I am of the actual short story, I think it would be a smart idea to do that and maybe direct some people to kind of enlighten them. You know what I mean? And it might even help the movie out too, as well. So, you know, I think Isaac would probably come in to a sequel to this because this is supposed to be a build up to the massacre, right? So we're supposed to see the massacre happening. And since this is not based off of the original movie that was created, we're going to have somebody else be the leader because in the short story, Isaac wasn't leader of the Corn until a year prior to Bert and Vicky coming into Gatland, the two adults, right? And that's years after the massacre. So Isaac wasn't the leader, right? They just did that for the original movie. And if anybody lives in Florida here, you guys can actually have an opportunity to go. I don't know, I'm assuming it's still playing, I'm not sure, but you guys could actually go and see the new Corn film. I don't think you guys are allowed to talk about it though. But it's in 2 different theaters and playing in Sarasota right now. As far as I'm concerned, it's still playing, but it might not be. It's getting some screening tests, right? So if you guys live in that area, you guys can go and see it, and then you guys can let me know what you think of it. Oh yeah, this guy's looking creepy as shit. Creepy as shit. What do y'all think of this face? Wanna wake up to that? Hubba hubba. Maybe not. I think my coffee is ready to roast. Alright, I'm gonna go and grab my coffee. Because I need that shit. I do. So give me a minute here, guys. Get my stuff. Yes, you heard that right. Coffee and jazz time. Brought to you by Sinister Rage Productions. Keep it spooky and smoke on. Coffee and jazz time, baby. Oh my god, there's some freaking good coffee, man. Oh. Alright, brother. Have yourself a good one there, Coco. And make sure to keep it spooky there, brother. And, as Raditz will like to say to you,
You take well, fellow warrior. There is always a place on the Saiyan planet for somebody like you. As long as you do your best, that is fine. Just stay away from my damn tail.
alright, y'all. Just about ready to come on back and get some more work done. Dun 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 bum bum ba dum ba 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 bum. That wasn't supposed to happen. Did you see that coaster just stuck right to it? God. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. You know what else is really terrible too? And I don't know if I should do this or not. Maybe I shouldn't. I could actually take this. If I were to take that milk over there. If I were to just finish this off right over here, guys. I could take that face, just add color to it, right? I could take that and I could plant it onto like so many different characters. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna do it. Oh boy, that's gonna be bad. I think Raditz is about to have a new face. Zuna. Darkweld, me. A bunch of other people. Hey, you want to have a creepy looking face? Just send it over to me and I'll Photoshop this into it. Oh my god, this is actually going to be too funny, guys. This is going to be great. Yeah, he's creepy looking though. Let's take this over there now. Okay, so let's see what we're looking at. That's kind of wild looking. Looks kind of Actually digging it. I mean, that alone. It's just not. Oh my god. That alone is just disgusting. That's not okay. Still drawing, I'll just keep going. Let's add some color in here, guys. I think that is time. Because now I'm curious about adding this face to some characters. That actually would be sort of a funny and fun idea to do. So let's give it sort of a rotten flesh look here. Film. You know, I gotta do something else here first. Multiply. And now, there's the difference. I'm gonna have to do this. Oops. That's pretty cool. It's kind of a horrifying looking mess there, isn't it? Gotta get that yellow key first. Oh, baby. So now, background here, change up that color. This way, so you can actually see. See right there. This color. Just here. We'll fill in any spots that we see that we can. So what are you guys thinking of this here so far? Is he a snazzy looking guy or what? So I actually do erase it tiny little bit right there. Alright, that's looking alright to me. So, this spot. That's actually a mistake. Yeah, the bottom here. Yeah, because it's like the face was like ripped off and dangling. But it'll make more sense once you add a face into the back. So let's do this image. We'll put that back to the back as well. Okay. So we can add any face we want, but it's some sort of funny. Let's actually grab see if we can grab a photo of Raditz. That'd be really funny. Take this stuff here first, though. Let's just basically this. Let's get rid of this stuff. Keep the teeth out of out there in case we decide to actually do something else with it. Now I think I'll play around. So let's search up rats. A lot of Raditz pictures that I've drawn. Let's take a look here. Poor Raditz. Oh no. What am I doing to you, Raditz? What am I doing? Oh no. I gotta zoom in to fix that there first. Oh man. I'm sorry, pal. Shrink that down a little more, I think. Yeah. That's terrible. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm gonna have to do it. Oh, that's hot. And what I would need to do, actually, I think, is take eraser, get rid of this part of the eye. Oops. Poor Raditz. I can't believe I'm doing this to you, pal. Guess this turned into more of a parody stream now. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, boy. Dragon Ball Chainsaw Massacre. That is not okay. But yeah, so you can do anything with this. Oh, you know what? We're gonna get that out of there. That is hilarious, though. That's great. It's one of the greatest things that we've done with my life. What do you mean? It's a great look for Raditz, dude. It's the best look for Raditz. Poor guy. No, I probably will actually just do something else with it here. Something for real. What do you think, bald or hair? I know Lauren was saying bald earlier. But, What do you think there, Mike? Yeah. Think about that. I'm gonna think about that for a second too here. Let's get a little jazz going. Jazz and coffee, coffee and jazz. Coffee and jazz, jazz and coffee. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I think I may end up doing that. Maybe I'll do like a separate layer and get like the red color. And then I can actually test out and see what the hair would look like on it. Try to see what kind of hairstyle would even work for him as well. For this character, I don't know, I would see more of like a long haircut style. kind of messy, you know what I mean, unkempt. I also see a lot of kind of like stubble right here. There'll definitely be blood on the face because this is fresh. That's disgusting to say, but this is fresh flesh on his face. God, that's disgusting. It wouldn't be bloody, right? God, this is a twisted string. My God. Maybe not. Because if I go bald, let's see. Just back that all up. Okay, so go bald. Head will be over here. And you know what? I could actually get like a staple thing right there. Sorry, a little fruit fly there. And then I can have the straps kind of on like here. Actually, it looks like it would go more right there. And the other straps would be like this. Right? His ears. Up here. Better idea, which could work for it. Let me know what you think. This could be like a hat idea, right? Yes. So we already have that set up there. That's pretty perfect for it. Sort of another idea there too for it. What do you think there, Mike? Sort of curiosity. I mean, the hat could work with it, but would it look better without? That's the question. Would it look better with or without? I don't know. Almost looks like a president with it on. Dead president. That's messed up. tough the more I look at it. He's starting to see more Freddy with the hat. Yeah, so you think this look right here separates that whole Freddy Krueger look then, right? So it's like this kind of... I mean, it does still have that Chainsaw Massacre look to it a bit. But it, I guess without the hair, it actually does sort of have its own kind of characteristics. You know, to establish being his own kind of character. This could actually potentially be something dark. I mean, that absolutely, right? Somebody who does something like that, right? Wears somebody's skin. And it could be a total nod towards the Chainsaw Massacre. People know that I love horror, so why not? I think that'd be really cool. As long as it's not Leatherface, you know what I mean? It could be a nod towards it. I don't mind doing that. So I don't think this guy, if I were to include him in Dark World at some point, I don't think he would have a chainsaw. He would definitely have something else that he would use for a weapon, but I do like that look. It's very haunting. Somebody else's face. It's messed up. Okay, we're gonna get back to this here. So I think we're gonna do it without the hat. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. Okay, so I got this layer here. Steel bands and rivets. Ooh, that's creepy. Steel bands, I like that. And it's, oh yeah, that's a creepy thought. That's pretty cool, dude. Okay, let me get that line work a little more crisp. Of course, I didn't line it up there, did I? Just try to be careful. Oh god, it's so hard to draw on this thing. It really is. It's a challenge all on its own. Come on, straight lines, you can do it. You can do it. No, you can't. So how long did it take Brain to get that one straight line? Oh, most of the stream, to be honest. But the picture turned out in the end. I could do this. I can freaking do this. Oh god. Can I? Maybe? That is at such an angle, I'm not going to be happy with that. Oh man. Okay, I will accomplish this. It's not easy to draw. Oh god. Why is it so hard drawing to see these people? Why are some people so good at doing it? Okay, I think I can work with that. Because even though right there is a little wonky, I can fix it. For the most part, I think. Wow. Actually, I'll fix this whole part right there. That would make me happy to see that fixed up. In fact, it does still curve off quite a bit, doesn't it? It's weird that I keep doing that. It's a weird little habit. But it looks like I have that established right there, for the most part. So I do want that to actually more straight looking. It might be so wonky. Let's see if I can do this. Oh. I can just simply fix it like, oops. Yeah, it's tough to do. Let's see if I can fix it like this, guys. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Wait, sort of. Good lord, that's timed. Okay. Oh, by God, I think we may have it. Hey, I didn't see you come in there, Mark. What's going on, buddy? I was stressing myself out trying to get these lines as straight as I can get them, even though they're not that straight. It is freaking hard to do this digitally, dude. It is so hard to do. Excuses. I got excuses. Excuses. Good excuses, too, actually. Because it really is hard. Man, you had one ear that was extremely bigger than the other. That's right. Okay. This creepy feller is coming along. Yeah. Look at that. Now I see how bad that line work is up there, though, but it's alright. I can always attempt fixing it in a little bit. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not dead though. Yeah, at least I can be honest about it, right? At least I can be honest, guys. I know when it doesn't look good. Yeah, you know what? Let me try something here. Just wing this. See if I can get myself actually do a better job on that real quick. It's so weird though with this thing in the drawing pad, right? Because for me, I'm so used to, I'm actually drawing on something here, on a piece of paper. You know, you can turn the paper and you can draw it however you want. I mean, if you want to do a straight line, you can take a ruler even, right? And There you go. Now, you know what I could do? The tool is there to help me out, so maybe I should actually just do this. Let's see here. How thick is that line? First of all, where is that line? Here it is. Okay, so I can actually. Hey, maybe this will work, guys. So I can do something for me. Hey! Yeah, you guys saw me draw that perfectly straight line there all by myself. 7 a.m. there. Oh yeah, must be just waking up there. Look at that. I think I have my solution. Did I find it? I think I did. Sure I did. That solution is actually needs to be altered a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now I can go underneath here, get this erase tool. Let's start getting rid of some of that. And look at that difference in line work. Holy moly. Let's go back up to here. Yep. Get it right to the spot where it needs to be. Now see, look at that compared to this. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's a whole different ballpark, Mike. I mean, it really is, right? Like I'm still, obviously you can tell I'm still learning with it, right? So these streams are really great for me actually because it helps me develop skills for it, right? And kind of get comfortable using it at the same time. Because as you can see, it is pretty hard sometimes to do this art. So you guys get to see me screw up live and stuff too, which is, I mean, to me that's totally fine because you guys get to see what is going on and how difficult this can actually truly be. And some people might even have some tips as well, which is really cool. And those, you know, say you're doing things the hard way. Well, what are you talking about? Oh yeah. Oh my god, look how much better that looks. I mean, you can't even deny that that looks 1,000 times better than what it looked like before. 1,000 times better. That line work looks so much better. Yeah, it does. Hey, Savone, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I'm a lot happier with that now. In fact, I'm so much freaking happier with it. I'm gonna have some coffee. Gonna need another cup. Yeah. We went and got ourselves some Tim Hortons coffee the other day there. So we've been, ooh, it's been delicious. It's been very good. Okay, we need to start attaching some of these lines here. So this one needs to be attached into there. And then this needs to also be attached into all that line work here. Save it up. Yeah, this thing, it's so weird when you're working on these. It hasn't happened yet, luckily, but there has been a couple times where it just randomly crash on you, and that sucks. That's always brutal. You guys have also seen here, there's some other stuff open. This is nothing there, obviously, as you can tell. This other one that I have opened up here, I'm working on a cartoon version for Nicole from Through the Veil Paranormal. I've done a couple of these little cartoon characters for a couple of people. Ian from the Stillwinter Nation, I've actually done one for him. I've done one for D-Crack. I've done one for John Joe, Barryman81, and yeah, this will be for Nicole. If you guys want to see what I've been working on a little bit, a little sneak. Yeah, this will be Nicole. And you can see I'm trying to establish what I'm going to do with the hands there. Because she's all into the paranormal and everything, I was thinking either to do some sort of like magical orbs or something. Maybe they have like pentagrams in them or something kind of cool, you know what I mean? I gotta fix that there. That's not... I gotta get back to this at some point. But with the feet, I'm also trying to figure out what kind of footwear she's gonna have, right? Nicole got back to me and told me what kind of necklace to put on there too, so I'm also going to put a cool necklace on and figure out what else I want to do with the dress and see how exactly I want to style it and everything. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm quite excited for that one. It's going to be really fun. Yeah, I love drawing these fun little cartoon characters, right? And plus, this is also good for me to do, especially drawing Nicole's out, because she's going to be a character in the cartoon or next Halloween, right? Should be going on a ghost adventure with me and Jen. What a difference there. You can go from this type of art to... Oh, jeez. Oh, man. This guy's pretty in his own right, okay? He's got his own thing going on. Oh, I kind of like this sort of bumpy-ish little head, kind of like... It almost reminds me of Jason in a way, you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna need to... where is that line work? Let's see here. That's weird. Is it not? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Okay. Hey, what's going on there, DJ Video Scratch? Jevarm, I never seen you before. How's it going? Okay, so this guy here is definitely gonna have something else. Oh, there he is without his mask so far. I'll just double here. Change up the size here, of course. Go. even smaller now. It's funny, I'm just a little bit of stubble right there can make quite a difference for looking at the photo in general, you know? Okay guys, let me go and get a little bit of a coffee refill here. Oh yeah, Mark, Nicole, she's really awesome. We've actually been getting to know her a lot better now, me and Jenno. And in fact, she has spotted a whole bunch of stuff in our videos, which is really interesting. She sees spirits on a daily basis, kind of like how pretty much how she sees humans anyways, you know what I mean? So her communication with it is way more intense than what me and Jenno get, right? But it seems as if me and Jenno have all these spirits sort of reaching out to us, and we capture a lot on camera that we don't realize. So looking back at some of these videos, she'll be like, she'll send us a screenshot and be like, who is that person? And I was like, what are you talking about? Who is that person? And she sends a screenshot over, and my hair stand up. And I'm like, God, I don't know who that is. I don't know. I didn't realize there was somebody there, to be honest. I'm getting chills thinking about some of the screenshots she sent me right now. They're literally, oh. There was one exploration that we did, and it was a video that we brought out not long ago. The third video that we brought out, what is it called again there? Jeez, I can't even remember what it's called. Let me take a look. That's so funny, I don't even remember the name. Oh yeah, creepy abandoned house. House in horrible condition. Yeah, that one there. There's a whole bunch of stuff, like apparitions, followed apparitions, and EVPs that we didn't even know, right? And EVPs are not even, they're not even the ones on the spirit box. Like, we actually had caught actual disembodied voices. And it's like, I'm thinking to myself, how did I not capture that and edit it? She's so good. She's so good at doing this, right? And so when she sends us the stuff over now, I'm just like, oh my God, what the hell is going on here, dude? Why are we capturing so much? I mean, there's got to be a reason as to why. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't get it. It's not like anyone could just go out with a camera and go and film at these places and get the stuff that we in general get. So I don't understand why we do, right? We've gotta have some sort of connection to it, right? And like I was saying earlier in the chats, since Jenno's native and we're on native land, right? Like she has a lot of native in here, so I don't know if there's some sort of spiritual connection there, and that's why we pick up so much when we go out. So I wonder if we were to leave this area and go film somewhere else that's, let's say, known to be haunted, would we get the same sort of material, right? The same kind of content? Would we be able to capture all this stuff, right? Or is it more just because she's spiritually connected? I don't know, right? It's all sort of up in the air. We don't know. You know, it's kind of raises more questions where we need answers, right? But with that being said, I'm gonna go and get some coffee, guys, because this guy's definitely needing it, and I'm all empty. So, 1 second. Oh yeah, Marcus, I just read that now, that the one with the person inside the house, yeah, that one there, yeah, Nicole, she's the one who actually helped us out with that there. which is, oh god. I think you may have been in a chat there with us for the Halloween stream, so yeah, you probably actually got to talk to Nicole a little bit there too. And you would also get along with Air from Death Row Execution. She's also really awesome. Really friendly person. Ah, delicious coffee. Delicious, delicious coffee. Yeah, that Halloween stream was actually pretty fun there. We actually ended up doing a live spirit box session. We want to start doing more of those too. Problem that we have with doing a lot of these live spirit box sessions at locations, like we were saying earlier in that stream, was a lot of these places are so far out. You get no reception. You literally get nothing out there. That sort of becomes a little daunting sometimes when you would like to be able to just go live and say, oh, guys, let's go on this adventure together. Like, keep an eye out, keep an ear out, and then you put the stream on and it's working, but it's not working, and then it starts cutting out, and all this crap starts happening. And, I remember I tried to do it at the first farmhouse. It's when we were locked out of the car. I tried to go live, and I couldn't tell if I was live or if I wasn't, or what was going on. And it was just all over the place. It was such a mess. And I ended up getting kind of annoyed with it. I was like, no, let's just keep filming. And thank God I did, right? Because I got that footage of that cow that started just screaming out. That was messed up. That was crazy. I wonder what's going to happen when we go back to that place. Because if we do, we got to approach it a little differently. Being that the upstairs is pretty rotted, right? And there's a lot of it has fallen down. So if we were to actually explore the upstairs again, it would have to be one person at a time, right? Or not at all, right? We know what the upstairs looks like anyways. I don't know if we need to necessarily explore the upstairs. So we may end up just more so exploring the barn area, right? Which we have not. And go back to the first floor of the house, run another spirit box session, maybe try to do something else to communicate with what's in there too. We can also go back to that trailer. There's still a place to explore even without heading that upstairs. Not going upstairs just for our own safety, right? Even just being in a house in general is not safe, right? Obviously, because if the roof or whatever, the second floor is starting to collapse, it could collapse on us at any which point while we're in there, right? So while we're in there listening out for ghostly sounds or anything, we're also listening out for pressure cracks and stuff too, because as soon as you hear you boogie out of there, right? You ain't staying. I'll be right back. I need to go and make a new coffee. Apparently a fruit fly decided it would land right into my coffee. That's lovely. That's wonderful. You're not. I'm not drinking that.
Nope. Not drinking it. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on drinking coffee with fruit fly in it. Man, those things are so annoying. Fruit flies? You guys ever had issues with those things? Like, they literally do not go away once they start. And we've done so much to get rid of these damn things. You know what I mean? But they do not want to go. I don't know what's more annoying, a regular fly or a fruit fly. Because those little fruit flies, I mean, you don't really see them until they're, like crawling on top of you and stuff. And then when they do crawl on you, they like to not leave at all. A regular fly, you start getting close to that thing, it'll usually fly off. Might come back to you, but at least you can see the damn thing and you can swat at it and kill it. These little fruit flies are different. And you know, I was about to go and drink my coffee there. I looked down and there's a little fucking fruit fly just hanging out right in there, swimming around dying. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not drinking that now. Nope. Damn thing. What's going on, Jelly Duck? I'm just getting myself a little bit of coffee here. A quick little bit of jazz. Talking about having a fruit fly in my coffee there. Yeah, I had a goddamn fruit fly go right in my coffee. I was about to pick it up and drink the damn thing. Man, these things just don't stop. We literally have done so much to get rid of them. And there's no reason for them to even be here anymore, but they just keep existing. And we keep getting rid of them. Damn things, man. Oh yeah, I'll put my face right back on. I just gotta have a quick jazz. This is legal. This is legal here. That was all legal here. A little insider for you guys. Mr. Rain over here, me, I actually have Tourette syndrome. But I don't swear out loud and stuff. I'm not like the Tourette's guy or anything. And yes, I do find Tourette's guy hilarious. But I don't swear out loud. Or vocal actually at one point. A couple points in my life, and usually that's due to bad stress buildup, and it just gets the word fuck becomes my best friend. It really does at that point. It's not good. It's I'm sure it's calmable though, but it didn't feel like it at the time, of course, right? But yeah, the marijuana actually does help with it a lot, believe it or not. I know I've also looked up, seen other people who have Tourette syndrome that also feel the same way too. And if it helps, it helps, you know what I mean? Just don't be an idiot about it. Yeah, I got little ticks, right? Stress usually is what causes it. For them to become vocal, it has to be really bad, though. You know what I mean? So, a funny story to go along with it, may as well add a little humor in there. I had a tick one time, right? I'll tell you two funny stories with it, okay? One of them, just so you understand what a tick is, right? So think of it in your brain. You have to do it, right? It's really messed up. It's really, really messed up. I still don't even understand it to this day. You know what I mean? I really don't. I had a tick. This is funny. And it was, you know, the Elvis Presley lip where he goes like this. How you doing, honey? Huh? How you doing? My lip would literally go like this, and I had to do this, right? So imagine being a kid in school, right? And you're up there trying to read something, you know. You had to write something down and read it off to the class, and you're trying not to do that, right? The funniest story, though, is I had one tick that was in my elbow here, and this was horrible. I had to do this, right? So I had to extend the arm out, and I had to get that feeling right there, full extension, right, where you almost get that pop. I had to get it like this. So I'm basically doing a punch without meaning to punch. You know what I mean? My grade 4 teacher, this frail little old lady named Miss Cutbush. And I'm not even kidding, that was her name. And yes, she was a capital C-U-N-T. I'm sorry if that offended anybody, but yes. She was. And I went up to go hand in the spelling test one day, and my tick was really bad. And I accidentally punched her in the face. Oh yeah, but I didn't know I had Tourette's at the time either, right? So I think I got suspended or something stupid like that, but I guess, how did I end up realizing I had Tourette's? It was grade 9. Yeah, it was my first year of high school. I was doing a test. Tests were always kind of bothersome for me because I could study my ass off. It never mattered how much I did study. When I was sitting down doing the test, you know, I could, even if at first, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm confident, I'm good in this, whatever, I would actually start to, I'm sorry, I'm just reading the chat there. I know you guys thought that was funny, eh? The fuck? You guys are laughing at the punch? Oh no. Oh no, am I gonna have to turn this into like an animated feature now? My Tourette stories? Oh no. Oh, that's so bad, and I can see it now too. Oh god. I'm getting so way off course here. I think I'm telling you guys these silly stories and stuff with my Tourette's. But I guess I may as well finish up what I was saying there. So yeah, grade 9 is when I discovered I actually had Tourette's. It was all due to me doing a test, and I ended up blacking out. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, I think ambulance came to and stuff. And I didn't know what happened until later on. I realized me, it was all because I was trying to not do them. I was trying to not do my tick, right? I forget what it was at the time, man. Whatever it was embarrassing regardless, right? So I tried to stop it in my head and basically say, you're not going to do it. And my brain said, nope. You're, yeah, sorry, buddy. It's really messed up how it works like that. But I ended up blacking out and going to the hospital and crap, and then I got diagnosed with Tourette's syndrome. Right? Okay. What the hell is that? Yeah, that was a crazy experience there at the time, remember? Of course, if you guys wonder how that would affect somebody, like their everyday life, it affects me actually greatly with pretty much everything I do. A lot of times in negative ways too, unfortunately. So if you could imagine, kind of hard for me to deal with sometimes at certain jobs, why I may not stay there long enough, because I'm sure a lot of times these bosses and whatever look over and they see a guy, have a tick. Sometimes they're really violent and they can be like in the back of the neck like this, right? Those are the worst, like this, a hail. Those ones are, it's usually the tick that goes on. It's the one that's been going on for the past couple of years, right? So when that one happens there, I can only imagine from a boss's perspective after looking over, like, oh, let's see how Rain's doing, right? And if I have a little bit of a stressful day or something, you know what I mean? See me ticking like this, they're probably thinking, I gotta get rid of this guy. You know what I mean? I'm a welder, and I've only get like far and few jobs, right? Especially since me and Jenno have moved. A lot of the jobs that we do get tend to be temp jobs, and the ones that aren't, there's always seems to be a reason why I can't seem to stay, and not based on the skill level. So that sort of raises a lot of questions for me too. You know what I mean? I've even had so far as to almost take a temp agency to court because they put me into a heap of horrible depression. I had almost had my thumb cut off at the time at a job and was not being compensated. They were trying to make me work. They were trying to make me carry a damn sign outside, these idiots. Fucking kidding me? Dumbasses. I couldn't even believe it. Yeah, and trying to tell me I was making excuses and stuff. And excuses for the Tourette's and everything. Oh yeah, the Tourette's is always an excuse with people too, right? Always an excuse. Always making it up. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But they don't realize what goes on in somebody else's head is different than theirs, right? So, there's just a lot of people out there who like to say, oh, you just had to do things differently, Look, I had to change, I had to do things differently, and not everybody can adapt the same way, right? Which is such a true fact. And if you were to find whatever way to make things go for you, that's great, but not everybody does. Not everybody has that mentality too, and can have that mentality. If I was able to not have the Tourette syndrome, I'm sure my life would be at a total different point right now. But say that to an employee, say that to other people, a lot of people tend to look at you like, look at me like I'm literally just making excuses of my life, right? So it's pretty messed up if you think about it. I mean, at that point, do I go on disability because there's not much of a future because I have Tourette syndrome, or what? I don't know. What do you do at that point, right? Kind of makes you uncomfortable for a future, especially with a lot of the temp jobs that go on and stuff, right? The temp agencies are for me, one of the hugest downfalls for today, because there's no security, right? You don't feel comfortable with your life at all. I mean, you need your 9 to 5 job. You need to feel established in your life and be like, I'm comfortable, I'm good, I can do this. Instead of, well, I work 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm working the 2 weeks after that. I might have to, might be a week, might be whatever. I don't know what job I'm going to work. You can't live like that. Like, but they keep pushing it on people, right? I keep wondering why people get so depressed in today's day and age, though, right? And why like the suicide rate keeps skyrocketing all the time and everything, right? They're wondering, but I don't get it. But there's certain people, obviously, that come out and will say, listen up, idiots, this is what's going on. A lot of times they don't like to listen, though, as we all know that very well, right? So I think having certain disabilities in this world, I guess they're just not, people don't like to, it doesn't ring well in their head, you know what I mean? Don't accept it. Maybe because they don't understand it or don't care to. Right? Like, yeah, yeah, it's true. Because you don't even have to be diagnosed to have tons of issues. I mean, hell, I didn't need to be diagnosed to know I had issues before I had Tourette syndrome. I knew things were sour for me even back then. And, oops, I'm on the wrong layer there. All right. So I know that the skin tone is very similar to what this skin tone is over here. Like it's pretty much the same, right? Um, but this is on its own layer too, remember? So I can actually change what that's gonna look like, and I kind of want to go with a bit more of a, maybe a bit more of a pale look. Gotta admit, it's always so cool when you start putting some of the color in here and you really start seeing it come to life, you know? It's it's interesting. I mean, the same thing can be said with painting or even just regular on paper when you start adding pencil, crayon, or marker or something to it, you know? Just art in general. Now, obviously, if there's no color in there, you'd probably feel the same way about all the shading that goes in, right? You know, Mark, I should have Ian pop in at some point there, maybe for a little animated cartoon thing for next year for Halloween. Make a little cameo appearance, that'd be fun. Something kind of goofy and out there, you know what I mean? And if I talk to Toon about it, maybe we can even get her to animate a little scene of herself for it. So she can animate your character in there. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, what her character too, that'd be hilarious. Melody. We run into the where I guess whatever adventure we're on there, have to come across some trash cans or something. He's actually awesome. That'd be a perfect way to add the cameo in there. I think it's something spooky, scary going on, and meanwhile it's just Melody digging through trash. You and Melody digging through the trash. No big deal. Yeah, this guy's coming out. Hey.
This one itch on my leg. Feels like it's a bite.
See that? Wow, thing. No, fruit flies.
Fruit fly coffee.
Wow. I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna have a tiny little jazz. We're gonna change up the color on the mask, the flesh mask. Ooh. And then I think we'll add a little bit of shading in there. And then we'll probably end it there, but I think what we should do, and let me know if you guys want it or not, for the next horror art stream, do you think we should build a new character? Or do you guys think we should continue working on this one? We can do a full body one with this guy, right? So far we've only got the head, so we could actually end up doing the rest of the body next stream. And maybe we can figure out what kind of weapon he'll have too. He's spooky looking though. He's a spooky looking dude. Ain't pretty. That's for sure. We're gonna go to just color, saturation. So you see that change already, right? Won't be adding blood tonight. We'll be adding blood as like final thing. So if we do end up building his whole entire body out for this guy, we'll be doing blood as the very last thing. Which, if that's the case too, there probably won't be shading going in this, and it may end up being pretty much just as is, guys. What do you think? Ah, much appreciated there, man. This guy, he looks pretty cool. I think he actually does have, he really does have his own kind of look to him, doesn't he? And I'm honestly not even really getting too much of a Chainsaw Massacre vibe off of him, even though he's obviously wearing flesh of somebody else there. I feel he's different for some other reason. Like, this guy has his own story or something. So that might be kind of interesting to go off of. Yeah. Well, alright guys, I think that'll be it then for me. I think I'm gonna go and jump into Commander Vlogs. If you guys would like to come and say hello yourselves. He does channel promotions and stuff there, so but he's a really nice, down-to-earth guy. Good to have a conversation with. Yeah, I'll go and pop in there for a little bit, show some support, and then this guy is going to go to bed. So, thank you all for coming on in. Without further ado, adios, and keep it spooky.